Forget capes, metal suits, and green giants. America has got a new superhero, and it's here to blow your mind. The name is F-35 Lightning II. This isn't your average fighter plane. It's stealthier, faster, and deadlier than any jet you've ever seen before. It's a powerhouse designed to tackle everything from aerial combat to intelligence gathering. With the ability to evade radar like a shadow in the sky, the F-35 is nearly invisible to enemies. But that's just the beginning. It's a flying supercomputer and a hive-mind fighter that's equipped with sensors which provide its pilot with real-time data. The pilot then relays the information to other jets of the team, making it the ultimate team player on the battlefield. Whether it's fighting in the air, taking off from a short runway, or even landing vertically, the F-35 does it all. Let's get started on how this jet became America's most advanced military machine. And as you're strapping in for this exciting ride, take a quick second and hit that subscribe button. That way you'll never miss a chance to learn more about the aircraft that rule our skies. It's the early 1990s, and the dust is just starting to set after the Cold War era. The skies above America have been the busiest since ever. Different planes zoomed around like specialized tools in a giant toolbox. Some built just for air battles, others for hitting ground targets, and a few for secretly watching what was happening below. Managing and maintaining it all was getting expensive and complicated, like trying to juggle too many balls at once. The United States military faced a critical challenge. Its fleet of fighter jets was aging. The F-16s and the F-A-18s had served valiantly, but technology was advancing at a pace that demanded something more, something revolutionary. So they came up with an ambitious plan: build one incredible jet that could do it all. Whether taking off from an airfield, launching from a ship, or landing like a helicopter, this new plane would need to handle it all. It was like trying to create a Swiss Army knife of the skies. Lockheed Martin and Boeing rose to the challenge, and each brought their vision to life. Lockheed's X-35 was sleek and agile, while Boeing's X-32 took a bolder, unconventional approach. In the testing phase, the X-35 captured everyone's attention with an impressive display, taking off in a short distance, breaking the sound barrier, and landing vertically. In 2001, Lockheed Martin's X-35 emerged victorious, evolving into what we now know as the F-35 Lightning II. The reason? Shaft-driven lift fan (SDLF) system. This ingenious design allowed the jet to take off from short runways and land vertically, a feature known as STOVL. It was a game changer. The X-35 also stood out for its ability to adapt to different missions, while maintaining a common design across its variants. This flexibility gave it an edge over Boeing's X-32, which relied on a less advanced lift system. Boeing's X-32 was impressive, but it couldn't match the X-35's performance. However, winning the contract was just the first step. The X-35 prototype needed some big changes to become a combat-ready jet. Engineers stretched the fuselage to fit advanced systems, shifted stabilizers for better control, and redesigned the air intake to boost performance. But adding fighter capabilities made the jet heavier, especially the F-35B. This particular variant needed larger weapons bays, so a dedicated team worked tirelessly, shaving off excess weight and redesigning parts to keep the jet efficient and battle-ready. The first F-35 took flight in 2006, earning its name Lightning II. It wasn't all smooth sailing. Problems like structural cracks and delayed software updates tested everyone's patience. Costs soared as delays stretched timelines, and all of this pushed the critics to doubt the program. Yet the F-35 emerged as a cutting-edge fighter jet, blending advanced technology with sleek design. This jet is proof that even the toughest challenges can lead to something extraordinary. But what is this jet, and what makes it 5th gen? Let's find out. First, the basics. The F-35 is a family of fighter jets with 4 S's: single seat, single engine, supersonic stealth fighters. These are actually the second to enter the 5th gen class after the F-22 Raptor. The F-35 is 51.4 feet in length, while it stands tall at 14.4 feet in height. There are 2 vertical stabilizers for stealth and a 35-foot wingspan. 35% of the airframe weight is composed of several composites. It weighs around 29,000 pounds. Now, when you think of a 5th generation fighter jet, you're picturing something that leagues ahead of anything else in the sky. And the F-35? It doesn't just meet expectations. It redefines them. Let's start with its stealth capabilities. The F-35 is practically a ghost in the air. Thanks to its sleek design, radar waves bounce off it in ways that make it nearly invisible to enemy detection systems. This is achieved through a combination of its shape, materials, and coatings. Its body is sculpted with precise angles, carefully calculated to deflect radar signals. Then there's the fuselage. The F-35 is coated in radar-absorbent material, RAM. This high-tech coating doesn't just hide the jet, it makes it disappear from radar screens like magic. But stealth isn't just about dodging radar. It's about staying undetected in every way possible. The F-35 minimizes heat emissions that makes it harder for infrared sensors to spot. Even the engine exhaust is designed to reduce its thermal signature. In other words, the F-35 doesn't just sneak, it vanishes. Now let's zoom in on the design itself. The F-35's airframe is aerodynamic excellence. The angular wings and sturdy fuselage aren't just for looks, they're for speed, stability, and stealth. Notice the single engine at its heart. It's not just any engine. It's a Pratt & Whitney F-135, a beast that delivers unparalleled power. Capable of pushing the jet to speeds of Mach 1.6, this engine can also sustain supersonic flight without afterburners. This particular feature is called supercruise and can serve really well in battlefields. And that's not all. The F-35 isn't just built for speed, it's built for flexibility. With 3 main variants, this jet adapts to different missions and environments. The F-35A is the standard takeoff and landing variant. The F-35B has that incredible STOVL, short takeoff and vertical landing capability we talked about earlier. And the F-35C? It's designed to dominate from aircraft carriers. With larger wings, catapult takeoff system called catobar, and reinforced landing gear for those tough naval missions. Another less common variant is the F-35I, which is solely designed for the Israeli forces. Climb into the cockpit, and it'll suddenly feel like a superhero movie. No more dozens of buttons and dials. This is a pilot's paradise of cutting-edge simplicity. The F-35's cockpit is built around a panoramic touchscreen display. This single screen replaces traditional gauges and controls, showing everything from flight data to targeting information. And then there's the crown jewel, the helmet-mounted display system, HMDS. This helmet projects crucial real-time information directly onto the pilot's visor. Speed, altitude, targeting details, night vision, and more. Want to see through the jet? With cameras placed all around the aircraft, the HMDS gives pilots a 360-degree view, almost as if the jet were transparent. No blind spots, no surprises. The F-35 doesn't just fly, it listens, sees, and thinks. It's equipped with a distributed aperture system, DAS, that consists of a network of 6 infrared cameras placed across the jet. These cameras work together to track missiles, spot other aircraft, and even give the pilot a heads up on incoming threats, all in real time. Then there's the Active Electronically Scanned Array, AESA radar. This isn't your typical radar system. The ASA can track multiple targets simultaneously, even if they're far away or moving fast. And it's not just tracking. ASA can also jam enemy systems, gather intelligence, and guide missiles with pinpoint accuracy. The F-35 isn't just a jet, it's a supercomputer with wings and guns. Its core is the Autonomic Logistics Information System, ALIS. This is a software suite that monitors every aspect of the jet's performance, from engine health to mission data. ALIS keeps everything running smoothly. But ALIS isn't alone. The F-35 also uses advanced mission systems that connect it to other jets, ground forces, and even satellites. This makes it a key player in networked warfare. Imagine a chessboard where every piece is linked, sharing moves, strategy, and vision. That's what the F-35 brings to the battlefield. Let's talk about firepower. Imagine a machine so advanced it can carry an entire arsenal of weapons, all while staying hidden from enemy radar. It has 2 internal weapons bays, and each is designed to hold 2 weapon stations. These stations can carry powerful bombs like guided munitions, laser-guided bombs, nuclear bombs, and deadly missiles like the AIM-120 AMRAAM. Its outboard stations can hold up to 2,500 pounds of ordnance, which is enough to take on any target on land or sea. But what really sets the F-35 apart is its ability to adapt. For missions where stealth isn't important, the F-35 has 6 external weapons stations mounted on its wings. These can carry larger weapons, which can strike from miles away. If that's not enough, the jet is armed with a 25mm rotary cannon for close-range fire. The F-35's weaponry is fine-tuned for precision. Early on, the accuracy of its guns had some issues, but by 2024, those problems were resolved. It's now ready for anything, from air-to-air combat to precision strikes on the ground. It's a jet that can strike hard, fly fast, and disappear without a trace. With future upgrades in the works, including hypersonic missiles and high-powered lasers, the F-35 is set to stay ahead of the game for years to come. The F-35 is much more than just cutting-edge tech. It's a durable, reliable machine built for the long haul. Its composite materials and modular design mean it can withstand tough conditions while being easier to repair and upgrade. In fact, it's designed to require less maintenance than its predecessor. Even its tires are special. They're reinforced for rough landings and can handle the high speeds of carrier takeoffs. The F-35 is like an indestructible athlete, built to dominate any arena. What truly sets the F-35 apart is its ability to excel in multiple roles. Whether it's dogfighting at 30,000 feet, gathering intelligence, or providing close air support to ground troops, this jet is a jack of all trades and a master of them too. But what about the operational history? It should be obvious by now that this supersonic beast outsmarted and outlived any other jet in simulation. In real-life combat, well, the F-35 was used in combat for the first time by Israel. Over 2 years, the Israeli forces used F-35s in Iraq and Iran for various operations. Other than that, Israel has recently used the fighter jets in 2024 Israeli attacks on Yemen and Iran. The U.S. has been employing the aircraft in combat since July 2018. The U.S. Armed Forces have used these jets against Taliban in Afghanistan, ISIS in Iraq, and Houthis in Yemen. Other than that, the UK has also deployed its F-35 fleet for combat and reconnaissance in Iraq and Syria in 2019. And now it's time to talk about the hiccups and bumpy roads this jet has faced. The F-35 Lightning II was designed to be nothing short of a masterpiece. As we've seen, it boasts incredible versatility. But like all great innovations, the journey of the F-35 hasn't been without its share of controversy. From sky-high costs to technical challenges, the jet's development has sparked both fierce criticism and strong support. Imagine pouring billions of dollars into a single project. Now imagine that project has more setbacks than successes, and the expenses continue to grow. That's the story of the F-35. The price of this cutting-edge fighter jet has raised many eyebrows. Critics argue that the F-35 is one of the most expensive military projects in history. It's estimated that the program could cost over $1.7 trillion over its lifetime. Can anyone even fathom such a colossal number? If you break it down, that's not just the cost of building and maintaining the jets. It includes years of development, operational expenses and the eventual retirement of the aircraft. In the early years of the F-35's development, there were significant delays. These delays weren't just a few months, they stretched for years. From 2006 to 2020, the program was delayed multiple times, and the aircraft underwent countless revisions. The main reason? The ambition of the F-35. Designed to be a multi-role fighter for the Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps, it needed to meet a wide range of demands. But that came with challenges. How do you design a jet that can take off and land vertically like a helicopter, but also fight like a fighter jet? It's not easy, and those challenges cause setbacks. On top of that, technical issues with the jet's software, engines, and even weapons systems have caused headaches. The F-35 software, which is vital for controlling the jet's systems, faced numerous bugs. These bugs delayed the aircraft's readiness for combat missions. One of the most significant concerns was the issue with the GAU-22A gun on the F-35A variant, which had alignment problems that affected its accuracy. Can you imagine being in a dogfight, but your weapons are not working as expected? That was a problem the military didn't take lightly. But the cost and delays are just one side of the story. Supporters of the F-35 argue that the jet is worth every penny. Yes, the development costs were high, but look at what it brings to the table. A fighter that can take on multiple roles, perform stealthily, and gather intelligence, all in one package. And let's not forget the future potential. While there were bugs in the beginning, many of these issues have been resolved, and the jet is improving with each new update. The critics might say that it's too expensive, but could the U.S. afford to ignore a fighter that is this advanced, even with the challenges? Looking ahead, the F-35 isn't just a jet that's trying to keep up with current needs. It's designed for the future. What's next for the Lightning II? An exciting possibility is the addition of more advanced weapons systems. The F-35 already has a versatile arsenal, but as technology progresses, so too will its weaponry. For example, the introduction of laser weapons could dramatically change the way air-to-air combat works. Could lasers replace traditional missiles one day? It might be closer than we think. And then there's the integration of hypersonic weapons. These ultra-fast missiles could give the F-35 a huge advantage in intercepting threats at incredible speed. The U.S. military is also looking to make the F-35 an integral part of America's long-term military strategy. With its advanced stealth capabilities and versatile roles, the F-35 is designed to stay relevant in the years to come. And what about the Allies? Countries like the UK, Israel, Japan, and many more are adopting the F-35. This global collaboration could strengthen defense alliances and foster stronger relationships between nations. Despite the challenges it faced along the way, the F-35 has proven that when you push the boundaries of what's possible, great things happen. It's the result of years of hard work, setbacks, and perseverance. It's more than just a fighter jet, it's a testament to human ingenuity and determination. From its groundbreaking stealth features to its advanced weapon system, the F-35 stands as a game changer in aviation. Looking back at the F-35's journey, we can see the enormous potential it holds for the future. This is just the beginning. As technology advances and new upgrades come into play, the F-35 will continue to shape the future of warfare. So what's next? We can only imagine the incredible feats it will accomplish. What do you think about the F-35? Is it worth the cost and controversy? Share your thoughts in the comments below.